Or it's a little different answer. The line, that's this. Do you know why you choose this?
No,
Wait, then how did you choose?
I don't know. I just like I forgot how to do this type of question. I was gonna ask my
Okay, sure.
teacher.
So they give me y equals mx plus b, right? Let's say it's this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it's this. And it's a go through a point 411. Say this is 411. See, this point is on the line. It should satisfy this equation. Does that make sense? Did I tell you? The
Yeah.
equation of the line is the name where everybody should satisfy because you are part of that line, don't you? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You are part of the line, aren't you? So you are part of the line, so you should satisfy the line equation for every line. I mean, for every point on the line. Basically, the line equation is every point on the line that form the line. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody should satisfy that, right?
Yeah.
Your name. For example, it's me. My name is Rio. See, every part is real. Does that make sense? Every part of me is real, right? See? This is
Yeah.
the thing. This is the point. Should also set it. So I should just substitute, plug in a number. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
If you also are part of the point, so you should satisfy the equation, right? Don't we say all points will satisfy your equation, right? That's why it's your equation. It's the line's equation. It's also your point's equation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can you plug in a number?
Mm-hmm.
Plug in x coordinate and y coordinate for this point, for this equation. Plug in a number.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how? How do you want to do it?
Multiplying plus.
Okay, just tell me how you want to plug in a number.
I feel not sure.
Wait, what do you mean you feel not?
Like you like something x plus something.
Yes, something x, which means m, right? We don't know m, right? M is that something we don't know. But now, do we know x? I know x, right? See. Oh, I think I have a student, my imaginary student, there's a x, that's a y, right? So which means your 4 is x, your 11 is y, right? So you plug in a number, right? Plug in a number x. I'm plotting in a number y, right? Do you still remember this? I hope you remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Plug in. I think that's the last thing you remember in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plug in is difficult. And also because it's something like this. See? That's that's a straight line, right? But normally people don't see that's basically, I think that's a lot of points. Does it make sense? So that's why the equation of the line is also equation of the point. So this is my equation of the point. So my point, so 11 equals to m times 4 plus 3. Does it make sense? If you still have question, I can just write it like this. This is the longest I write for this because this is what they gave us, right? And then I write what should I write? I write 4 and 11. I should plug in. I write x and y, which means my x is my y is my 4, my y is my 11, and then I write this, right? See all this, right? One step after another. So now you have this equation. How do you solve m then? How do you solve m?
To like move some stuff.
Oh, yeah. Which one you want to move? I think I can simplify a little bit. So m times 4 is just 4n, right? In a way that I'm familiar, right? So you move stuff. How do you want to move stuff? 4m plus 3? How do you want to move stuff? How? Let's make that moving things. Get people organized. How do you want to move stuff?
I forgot how to move it.
Do you remember? I think the very first class of our ISEE Math, I write something like this. Do you remember?
Kind of.
2x plus 6. So that would be the basic equation that we solve for x equation, right? This is just m equation,
Yeah.
the same thing. So which means we want, this is the typical one that we always want to go to, so and then we can use division, right? Which means I want all, what? Variable on the left, all constant on the right? Everybody got their own side, right? Everybody got their own side. Does that make sense? All
Yeah.
variable go to the left. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, this kind of thing, if I move 4m to the left, it's a little negative form. I don't really like that. So before I do that, I can make 4m plus 3 equals to 11. Does it make sense? Are you familiar with this?
Kind of.
Right? Left to side, right side. Then I don't have, because you both become negative. So what's the point, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
change. You just switch, right? If you switch left to the right, right to the left, then you don't have to change anything. If you switch one side, yeah, you have to change, right? If you some people don't like it. I have students don't really like this method. Let me just use that. I think I don't want you to remember anything new. This is right before a test. I can just use the normal way. Just remember, get the variable on the left. So it's negative 4m, right? And don't I say get the negative, get the constant on the right? Basically, that's my command. All variable go to the left, right? All constant number go to the right. Does that make sense? Get you organized, right? So that we can, negative 4m. So 11 go to the other side is becoming what? Positive 11 on the left, go to the right side is becoming what?
A lot of stuff.
For example, 3 is the same. Plus 11 on the left. What's the number on the right? When you move? Becoming negative 11, right?
Yeah.
You know why, right? Because actually I'm not moving. The real principle that we use is the same thing that we use balance, right? Oh, I have a balance.
Yeah.
It's just not in here. That's also teach physics. So I have a lot of experiment stuff. So I put on the same block on both sides of the balance. It's still balanced, right? Does that make sense? So that's why I plus or minus the same thing. I basically minus negative 11 on both sides. Minus negative 11 on the left side, minus negative 11 on the right side. So the left side is becoming 0. So, but it feels like I move 11 to the other side and make it opposite, right? Does that make sense? Okay, now it's negative 4m equals to negative 8, right? Wait, that's why I said your math score, I think it depends. Right now, it totally depends on what? On your calculating condition on that thing. Does that make sense? I don't want to use supernatural power. I do pray for you, but I don't want you to use supernatural power. Do something you can't know, you don't know before. But I just want you, like a calculating ability is on fire nowadays. So this is the one, right? See? Does that make sense? But I think the left to the right, right to the left, I never heard you use that before. I don't want to give you anything new. I will teach you more about that later, like after the test. So negative, just use the old method right now. Negative 4m equals to negative 8. So what's my m? How do I find my m?
You have to do like.
It's becoming this division, right? This one, I remember you said it. Because we tried different ways, and I didn't explain it a while, and suddenly you said, I think, in one of class, that it's just division, right? You don't want to think about anything else. Just use the division, right?
Yeah.
Negative 8 divided by negative 4. So since they both have negative, I don't have to think about
Hold
it that
on.
much.
Let me think real quick.
Yeah. That division?
Hold on. Oh, wait. I got 2 though.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. -8 over -4, right? Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Just remember, go to the 2x plus 6, and then you can use the magic word you said. It's just division, right? But what I actually say is, let me just explain that in one sentence. What we actually use the principle is this: 2x equals to 6 or 4x equals 8. Why we use the division? Also because, for example, supposedly I have two identical pencils. I have two identical pencils. If I cut them both in half, I mean, supposedly they're on a balance. And before they're balanced, right? If I cut them in half, don't they still balance? Does it make sense? That's the thing we learned. If you time something, time the same number on both sides of the equation, it should be the same, right? They should still remain equivalent, right? So that's why we basically divided by 4 on the left side, divided by 4 on the right side. So this one is becoming 1 times x. So that's why it's true, right? Does it make sense? That's why you said the kind of short magic word is division, right? Division. Does that make sense? You said two things, which is very simple way to say. One is moving left to the right, right to the right to the left, or the other one is division, right? Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Oh, here's my answer sheet. So this one just you plug in a number, right?
Yeah.
I think this is the most difficult one. In like ISE level math about linear, like a straight line problem, plug in a number is the most difficult thing. I think a lot of people don't understand. They just remember it's plugging. This is also thanks to the great scientist and philosopher Descartes. He actually,
I'm so nervous for tomorrow.
I thought you remembered.
Every few seconds, I would think about tomorrow.
But would you lose sleep tonight?
Probably.
Is there any way that you know that it can help you sleeping? I'm not
I don't know.
like I hope you just okay. Pray for you. Other than that, what can I do? Well, since you almost got all the other 3 subjects all right, so math is less burden. I don't know that you are so good at those subjects. Great. Tell me more. And this is the time, this is the period, is the time that we got a lot of score these days. So yeah, you lose sleep. I also lose sleep sometimes. Probably it's not as burden as you are, I'm sure. I'm kind of happy that you said you feel like your math in school is improved.
Yay.
Q5. That's why I said it the other day in the beginning of our class. I said to your mother, and I said to Jason too. There's no need for x equation instantly. You can get there eventually. I believe you are closer to understand x. And also x equation is only just a teeny part. Of course, it's a fundamental part. So, but it's a teeny part of it. There are so many. Question 5. Which one is your question 5?
Question 5, I picked D.
Horizontal one. D. Yeah, wait. Let me draw it. You have different answers with this answer sheet. Goes through horizontal line. +3, -2, right? Should be in here. And that's the one. And to make a horizontal, it should be something like this, right? Is it? This is how you do it? That horizontal line. It's one of those special lines. horizontal or vertical? Huh? Which one you choose? Which one you choose?
That one, pick D.
Y equals to -3. Which means you think all the point. Remember, it's an equation for the line. But what we can do is test it for every point. Y equals to 3. Is this point y equals to 3? Is all this point y equals to 3? That's all the point. That's the test, right? What's so special about the y coordinate? I believe it is y. But what's, let me draw this again. What is the y coordinate for this point?
Yeah.
This is 3. That's thing. I think it's -2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it should be y equals to -2, right? See, this point is y equals to -2 for the y coordinate. Isn't this point also y equals to -2? Isn't this point also y equals to -2? So it should be y equals to -2, right? Does it make sense? Oh, that's good. That's good. Question 4 and question 5 has a connection. Do you see what's the connection? The point represents the equation. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Which means the point, this point is y equals to -2. This point is also y equals to -2. This point is also y equals to -2. And this point also, this point should be satisfies this, right? And this one is, all this point should satisfy this, right? Does that make sense? All the points should satisfy that equation of the line. That is the whole common name for the entire straight line, right? Or all the points. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So how do we do this for question 5? Now, let's say you should draw it and then really find all the things that you have in common. Does that make sense? See, all the points in here, the horizontal line point, have something in common, which is what? Y equals to -2, right? If you want to say 3 is what? 3 is the vertical line. Is x equals to 3, right? Like, see? X equals to 3. X equals, all the point is x equals 3 in this line, right? But they're not talking about that horizontal line. But they're not talking about the vertical line. They're talking about horizontal line, right? Does that make sense? I think our teacher used to tell us that we should know vertical line is always x equals to something. And the horizontal line is always y equals to something. But I didn't try to remember it at that time. I just think I can just test it. Does that make sense? I don't have to remember anything. I just test all the points. What's your point in here? What's your point? What's your point? When I say point, is what's your something in common, which is y coordinate equals -2, right? Does that make sense? You think you can get it? Horizontal line, vertical line. Remember, get so many points and see what's so in common, right? The common thing is gonna be their like equation. But also, I would say that I think your problem for this one somehow is I think you probably drew the graphing wrong, right?
Oh yeah, probably.
Right? So you should draw it very, very carefully. So when I say it depends on your calculating ability or calculating, not ability, calculating condition on that day, I would also say slow down. Although, yeah, it takes 1 minute. Because remember, we give up 10 questions, 8 questions, right? Does that make sense? So you can't rush it. If you rush it, I don't think so. There is no way. A lot of teachers says, you should be careful and then be really, really careful. And then at the same time, speed up. Keep your speed. It's impossible to do both. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So you just have to give up some question and slow down. Does that make sense? If we can do that, there's the teacher then. That's what you ask me. That's more philosophy. Man. Okay, question 6.
Question 6, I pick C.
Question 6 is, yes, it is C. Good. Ah, text me, feed thing. Yeah, good. Very nice. Nice, nice. Ah, you are a better person then. Because I never really want to know the tax fee. I just pretend I know, and I don't want to take a look. That is probably the wrong thing to do. Because, well, sometimes people cheat, including taxi driver, right? But if you do know
Yeah.
this kind of equation, you might guess a little bit, right? With the
Mhm.
technology that or cell phone that we don't, yeah. So less people commit fraud, right?
Mhm.
Q7. What's 7? What's question 7? It's
Mm,
choosing. What's your choosing? What's question 7? What's your answer for question 7?
mm. Question 7, I picked. Oh, there it is. I picked A.
A. Hmm. It's a little cold noise. Oh, A, maybe you're right. I was wrong. Hmm. Okay, why? I think this censorship got it wrong. I don't know where
Mhm.
you got it right on. So this I want to say the x-intercept. What's so special? But I don't really know that. I just let me draw the normal one. What's so special of x-intercept? What's so special about x-intercept? Y equals to 0, right? I think you're right.
Yeah.
Y equals to 0, right? So because your y coordinate is 0. So if it's 0, I plug in. Oh, that's good. -4, 1 over 2x, x is -8. Yes, A is right. Good. You're right. Answer she got. How does he get it wrong with this? Hmm. I guess you can't totally trust AA from time to time. Good. Y intercept is B, right? X intercept, right? We don't really have an equation for X intercept, right? You just have to
Yeah.
plug in that Y equal to 0 and to find it, right? Find it yourself or draw it yourself. Hmm. How about this one? A1.
That
What's the
one
answer
I
for A?
picked B.
Remember that right over run or the formula y2 minus y1, right? For x. A2.
A2, I picked hold on. B.
B, right? Good.
Yeah.
Perpendicular A3.
A3, I picked C.
Yes. Opposite reciprocal, right? A4. Is A4?
Oh, A4, I picked C.
A4. I have to finish. Okay. Good. A4. Equation from the slope point. Hmm. How did you do it? Do you remember? Do you have to read this? Maybe you should read this. I think probably can't remember it that much, right? Can you read this? Maybe you should read this.
Okay, a line has slope -2 and passes through 0, 6. Its equation is something.
Wait, how did you choose? Which one you choose?
Hold on, let me see. I
A4.
chose B.
Oh, then you're right. Hmm. I think I heard a different author before. Sure. Play my ears. A5.
A5. I see. Oh, A5. A5. I picked B.
Good. Nice. So this is all basic knowledge about the straight line, right? Just hope you can keep the
Yeah.
basic. Of course, it's right before the test. We don't want to do complicated one. And next one.
And that one I picked. Let's see.
Yeah, good. Nice. Question two.
Question 2, I picked A.
Hey, he's having a different opinion. Let's see who is right. Maybe you should rate this.
Give lines y 1/2 x plus 3, 2x plus 1.
What it should be?
Wait,
So
I
the
don't know.
slope of line A. What's the slope of line A? Huh? What is the slope of line A?
Oh,
What's the
1/2.
I mean, negative 1/2, right?
Oh, yeah, negative. I didn't see negative.
I think the same result. And the second one, what's the slope of the line B? What's this line B slope?
2.
2, right? See?
Oh, so
B should be
wait,
greater, right?
yeah. Wait, I thought I chose B. Wait, hold on.
Wait. You think you choose B, but you said A, right?
Yeah, I chose B.
Right? You conscious you said you chose B? Okay, great.
Wait, did I say A? I don't remember saying A.
Really? Because I'm holding
I
on
don't know.
Okay. I think you are more concentrated. You learn more from your homework than from me.
Oh,
You are more from what you said. I think I felt that a little because you are more focused and nervous when you do the homework. You don't do that when we have class. Q3, QC3. I don't know why they call QC. No, it's okay. What's 3?
that one I picked D.
D is uncertain, right? Why
Oh,
uncertain?
yeah.
Why uncertain? You remember why?
No.
B is 5, it's certain. What does it say? Is A not certain? Say, let me read it. Y value when x equals to 2 on the line y equals to 3x minus 1. And x is the real number. Can you find that y value?
Maybe.
So how to find a y value?
Oh.
Y value. When x is equals to 2 on line of y equals to 3x minus 1. How do you want to do it? Let me just read this. I'm going to keep reading it until you finally nail this question because I think you can. Y value, or you can say, what is the y value when x is equals to 2 on the line y equals to 3x minus 1? I'm going to draw some. Good. Suppose it is this, and x equals to 2, right? X equals to 2. What's your y value? Huh? Do you know how to find it?
Oh, no.
Oh, this is still nothing. I think I find a key here. If you really do not know, plug in a number. I think all the things you do not know how to solve about straight lines so far is plug in a number. Basically, it's the point is the equation. Does that make sense? Is the point is the equation. Does that make sense? Which means wait. I'm actually changing it into a different here. Which means you should you feel like it's a point y equals x 2. What is reality? You should substitute because that's
No.
your point equation. Don't think about it's your line equation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's the point equation. well, so many point equation is line equation, but you keep remembering it's a line equation. Let's say it's not, let's now call it point equation. If it is a point equation, all the value I should substitute in that point equation, right? So I know more about my points, right? I know more about my y coordinates then. So I substitute, I plug in a number, right? So remember, if you don't know the straight line question, plug in a number. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have philosophers behind there, right? Because it's also the point equation, not just line equation. 2, and then what's this number if I substitute?
I'm not sure. I'm so confused.
X equals to 2. Oh, you're confused? It's just x equal to 1, x equal to 2. When x equal to 2 means x is 2, right? It's not x anymore, right? Doesn't it? It's not a variable x anymore, it's a 2. So instead of this, and so also I want to plug in a number because that's my equation of the point. So I just want to not 2. I want to not x anymore. I want to write a 2. So now y is 3 times 2 minus 1. Does that make sense? When x equals 2, so which means there's no x anymore. Whenever I see x, I make it into 2, right? Plug in a number. Substitute, plug in a number. Do you understand more when I say plug in a number, or do you understand more when I say use substitution? Which one do you prefer?
Some stuff.
Huh?
Some stuff.
Well, which stuff? Plug in, right? You like plug in more, right?
That my head hurts.
Your head hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, too many knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowledge.
Maybe we should give up this one if you really do not like this.
Yes, good idea.
Yeah. So anyway, so now let's say you can say if you don't understand, you can use the plug-in number the method, right? Just whatever value, just throw in there, see what you get, or you can just throw that away. The thing is,
Yeah.
so throw that away because it's a plug-in number question. I don't want to do, right? But there's a 90 chance it's probably, or 80 chance it's probably not that. So let's take our chances now. Plug-in number method. Question 4. QC4.
Question 4, I picked B.
Question 4B. Hey, you did it right before, just a second ago, several seconds ago.
Oh, I
several minutes
did?
ago. Yeah. How did you got this one? Oh, I don't know whether you're wrong. Let me just draw it. Maybe you're right. I'm getting now. AI. What do they know?
I'm probably wrong.
Let me draw it, right? Did you
Okay.
do this by drawing it? Because you're not remembering those formula that well. So just draw it, right? Because you are familiar with rise over run.
Oh.
0, 4, right? Rise over 0, 4 is this, right? And 2,
Yeah.
10. 2, 10. So 2, that's a 10, right? So if I draw it like this, okay, so line N, what's M? Oh, that's M. This is the M, line M. So did you use rise over run? This is right, right?
So.
This is run. So let's see what's the really rise over run. Let me show this more in a better way. See? That's 2. That's a 10. So what's the, that's a 4. So what's my rise in here? What's this? What's the length of this? That's a 10. That's a 4. That's a 2. That's all the numbers that we know from the question. What's right? What's right?
Oh.
What does it look like?
It looks like something really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
You really mean that? No, he's just making it up, right?
No.
By appearance. By appearance. I don't want to prove it. I think you like to judge it by appearance. What does it look like? So that's a 10. That's a 10, right?
Yeah.
And that's a 4. That's a 10, right? So what's this? What's this? I think you can get it. I'm going to corner you here a little bit. Let me draw this again in a better way. Remember, 1, 2, right? Oh, I'm going to do better. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is 4, right? Thing is, and that's a 10. Want to get a 10. So that's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? That's a 10, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I doing a better job? I think I'm doing a better
Yeah.
job. So this is the first point, right? The second point
Yeah.
is 0, 2, 10 is in here, right? And I want to find the right, see, that's my 10, and that's my 2, right? And then I want to get my right, I want to connect them as a straight line, and also want to do the rise over run, right? What's my
Yeah.
right? Here's my right. What's this in here? My right. What does
Your
it look
rise.
like?
Your rise is something. Trust.
So what does the number feels like?
I'm not sure. It feels really nice. Trust.
Okay, I want to prove it. I want to prove it now. See, whenever you want to find a rise, you want to find your rectangle, right? This is your rectangle, right? So the rise in here is difficult. But my rise is moving in here, right? I
Yeah.
think that one is easier. What's this? Okay, let me draw this a better way. So that's a 10 from 0. And that's a 4 in here. So I'm asking you, what's this? This one is a 6. This one is a 4. What's this one? Altogether is a 10.
Still not sure.
Isn't that use minus there?
Really?
Yeah. It's just a, see, I think let me just do it. This kind of thing is, I think it's called straight line. I also teach this in 3 dimensions in like first year, freshman in college. This is the same thing. See, if I draw it like this, you will know. See, that's a 0. If I ask you, I think I guarantee that you know. This is a 0, and that's a 4, and that's a 10. So I'm asking you A, B, C. I'm asking, what's BC? You must know, right? What's the length BC?
This is something.
That's a 10. That's a 4. What's BC? You must know that it's using subtraction, right?
Yeah.
So what's the subtraction? Isn't that 6? 10 minus 4, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. This is here. Now we just make it here. Same thing. Let me draw that. Why the same thing? This is a 10. And that's a 4. The entire thing is a 10. That's a 0. Isn't that also use subtraction in here? Is it?
Yeah.
So, isn't that 6?
Yeah.
Is it 6? So it's a 6, right? Remember, x coordinate is not there. Well, God knows. And until Descartes, we don't know. Descartes is connect this thing. He's connecting this kind of like straight line, like an algebra thing, more with geometry. In before geometry, we just saying, let's just draw it. Let's draw a picture like this kind of thing. But now we actually have data. We measure it. So that's a 6, right? Does that make sense? You're familiar with rise or run, right? You refuse the formula they give you, but you keep rise over run, right? Does that make sense? So that's a 6, right?
Yeah.
Now what's your run? Remember, this is a 2, this is a 4, this is a 10, and this size rise is, my rise is 6, right? What's my
Yeah.
run? Run is in here, right? What's my run in here? Also rectangle. I don't really know this. I know this one is a rectangle, right? It looks like a rectangle, right? What's this?
Something really sad, you know.
Ready? What?
I have weird answers.
2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I say it's your calculating condition. I hope you're not in weird condition that day. So does it make sense now?
Yeah.
If you are not in a weird condition, then you can do it, right?
Yeah.
That's a 6, right? Even so, that's a 6. That's a 2, right? So what's my rise over run? This is rise. This is run. Isn't that 6 over 2?
Yeah.
Right? That's 3, right? Does that mean that's a 3, right? M so 3,
Yeah.
right? Now I went all the way to find the slope, right? Because the rise over run, we have hope, right? We don't want to give up rise over run, right? I think I have hope in rise over run. Do you think you can get rise over run? So like slope, M, the slope guy equals to rise over run. Do you think you remember it?
Yeah.
Rise over run, right? And if you get confused, remember you can draw that, you know, well, if you ask me, it's a beautiful rectangle, so I can know stuff. In order. What's a beautiful order? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's why you are located in a place so you don't worry. Because you know where you are. Because they have specific XY coordinates in the universe, in your city, in your room. You don't have to worry. So I'm sitting at a desk and suddenly later you're becoming like on a war.
Oh.
Which means the XY coordinate is important. Does that make sense? You would say in math is not important. Yes, it's not important in math. We are not necessarily, well, it's not required that we have to know that, but it's required that we feel that, we experience that in life. You know, whether we know it or not knowing it. Does it make sense? So this one is a 3, right? Am I
Yeah.
making sense? So we basically
Yeah.
review that this kind of rise over run, right? Draw the rectangle and do the subtraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Subtraction, right? I write 2 keyword. Rectangle. Rectangle. I'm writing rectangle. Yes. Rectangle. And the other one is subtraction. Do the rectangle, you get a rise over run. And do the subtraction, you can get the rise or you get the run, right? And do the division. So the first slope is M is 3 now. What's the second? Line N has the equation this. What's your slope for line N? Hey, you must know this because you know you did several questions before. Unless you're tired again. Hope not. You're not old enough to drink coffee, right? Is there a legal age to drink coffee? No.
I actually don't know.
So anyway, what's the slope for line N? They had this tell you this is the equation. I don't really know. Maybe it drew something like that. What's the slope? It's in the y equals mx plus b form, right? What's the slope N? Slope for line N. What's the slope for line N? Wait, you don't know? Oh, please do know. Isn't that in the form of y? This is exactly why we like it, right? Mx plus b,
Yeah.
right? Where can you find your slope? Isn't that m?
Well.
Y
Yeah.
is exactly like y or 1 times y, right? And exactly in the form, all the other thing is on the right, right? X is x, and coefficient is slope. So this slope is 3, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right? It's higher, right?
Yeah.
You tell me that. Okay, so that's good. So that's a slope is 3 for the line M, and slope as line N also is 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which means we are dealing with two parallel lines, right? See? Parallel lines. I don't really know where their direction is. I don't want to know for the moment. They are the same slope, right? See? You'd think this is easy, but this is math, right? The slope. Slope, parallel line, slope, right? Slope the same, right? Does that mean? Although my body language is probably not doing the right accurate thing. But anyway, you know, right?
Yeah.
Slope is the same, right?
Yeah.
So this one does take a little while to do it. If you want to keep that one up, I think I can get it because you don't really want to use the formula. You just you're just what? You're just a math philosopher who doesn't want to accept the result until you find that they can prove it. I respect that. Because math
Mm-hmm.
just grows through very slowly. Although we all want the power. So this is 3. And that's also 3. So I would choose C, right? They're equal. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
This feels like it's not a lot of wording, but this is a little difficult, I would say. You think you can get it?
Mm. Yeah.
Give you 2 points, you draw it, find your beautiful like a rectangle, right? Get the
Yeah.
rise, get the run, right? And also find your beautiful equation and get that mx plus b into oh, that's your m. So that's a 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember it means something. Does that mean it? See? Oh, just the thing that I do, you know, right? Or for example, I'm radiate a lot of electromagnetic wave or a lot of invisible light. They all use slope. Does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, anything in this 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional universe, they have slope. Any 2 points. Any 2 points. They must have a slope. Well, that's a just say in a better way that in but not in a better way. It's just there's a way that we know that how to locate each point of the universe using straight line. Question 5. What's the answer for question 5? Wait, that question 5 is no additional information about line R and S. Line perpendicular to. What's your question 5? I think question 5 is a little strange. What I know. What's your question 5 answer? What's your answer for this one?
That one I picked A.
A?
Yeah.
Let's give up this question. This question should choose D because you don't really know the slope. They didn't tell you anything. You don't say no additional information, which means you don't really know what the straight line is. So there's no way you can know the slope. It could be anything. And also, this
Yeah.
one could be anything. So how do I know? Right? I don't really have an
Oh.
RS or something. So which means if you can't really know the slope, you can't really compare who is greater, right? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like this. There is a line. I don't know anything. And there's another line. I don't know anything. And do you know the direction of their line? Don't know. Eh?
Yeah.
You basically do not tell me any specific information, right?
Yeah.
So like I want to interview your friend. It's a human, and then I don't give you any information. There's nothing about it, nothing new about that introduction. Right? How about this? Question 5. This is a mistake that you did before. What's that question
Mm-hmm.
5?
Question 5. I picked B.
50?
Yeah.
He's shooting different. Let me see. 0.5 of 5 meters. And if the fence, I should draw this, right? This is a
Yeah.
drawing question. Drawing question definitely have to draw it, right? Don't do anything before the test unless you're really unless you're really up to it. That means you get enough energy and throw that energy, throw all of that energy into the test. Of course, right before the test, you gotta get yourself a little bit, in thinking and doing things. Fence is divided into section each. Wait, oh, actually no. They're all like this. The fence is 0.5 kilometers, right? Each section is 5 meter. That's small, right? 5 meter. Do you feel like you should change the what? You should change the units, right? You should convert the units,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise, how do I know? Which one you want to change? You want to change the meter to kilometer, or you want to change kilometer to meter?
Meters to kilometer.
Oh, you should read it, right? Sorry, I didn't ask you to read it. You should read it. Read question 5. Probably forget it.
Okay.
Read question.
A fence along a road is divided into sections that are 5 meters long. If the fence is 0.5 kilometers long, how many sections are there? 67 sections. There's a lot of sections.
Yeah. So, how do you want to do it?
Something.
So first, they said each section is 5 meter long. You should draw something, right?
Yeah.
That's a 5 meter. Let's just say 5 meter, right? So each section, which means there are more, right? More, right? More? Each section? 2 sections, right? 3 sections? Does that make sense? I'm doing that on my camera. Do you see that? 3 pins.
Yeah.
Good. 1 and 2 and 3. You see? There are more sections, right?
Yeah.
5 meter, another 5 meter, right? Let me draw another 5 meter, right? Another 5 meter, right? Does that make sense? Who knows how many meters, right? How many sections do they have, right? We don't really know. Yeah, a lot of sections. So and then the second sentence is how the fence is 0.5 kilometer long. Right?
Yeah.
Fence is longer, right? It's the whole thing, right? Keeps going, right? It's the whole thing. And when you know how long that is, how far that goes, then it's 0.5 kilometers, right?
Yeah.
So how do you want to do it? Is this question we should skip, or this is the question we should do? It's not that easy if we really want to know. We might have a chance to do it. Do you want to do it? This one? Do you want to do it?
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
Okay, then we can forget about this. We really don't get. Well, if you, let me use 30 seconds to explain. Remember, we draw it, we still don't really get that much, right? So what should we do? There's another method we can always try. Drawing is because this clearly is a geometry problem. Second thing is if we don't really know, we can try to use the table method, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So 1 section 5 meter, right? 2 section isn't that 10 meter, right? 10 meter, right? And 3 section is at 15 meter, right? I think this will you understand, right? 4 section is at 20 meter, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And 2, they say how many meters? How many meters? 0.5 kilometer, but kilometer, I'm changing it to 500 meter, right? Is it 500 meter?
Yeah.
I think then I have 10 seconds left. I'm going to do it like this. 1 is 5, 2 is 10, 3 is 15, and 4 is 20. And then I'm using 500. Yes? This is a ratio table, if you ask. See? Although it's a table, all this table thing is a ratio table, right? I'm just going to eat 1, 5, 500, and x, right? So I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know ratio table, right? So 1 over 5 equals x over 500, right? Ratio table. So I'm just using 1 times 1 and equals to my 5x. So x equals 100. Division, 500 divided by 5. That's 100. Choosing C. Does that make sense? You don't have to do it. I'm using 30 or 40 seconds to explain. Does that make sense? You can draw it. If you don't get it, do in a table. Eventually do list all the information you can guess. Make an example. 1, 5, 2, 10, 3, 15, 4, 20. Does that make sense? And then make a ratio table. Use a ratio table, you can solve it. Oh, sure, we can skip it if you don't like it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Focus on the one that, because right now we just focus on a little bit knowledge. I think right before the test. I hope you can remember a little bit knowledge about what we learned today. I hope you can get the common, because we did try a little efforts with like y equals mx equals speed is linear stuff, right? And also it's a very fundamental thing for all this space math thing. And then it just maintain your calculating ability. Be patient. Just don't think about anything. Don't get nervous, hopefully. Just focus. One student told me when he get nervous, he just do the stuff. I mean, do the math. The thing is, one of my favorite writers, he said he do math and so get rid of the evil thought. This is another story. But anyway, I'm just saying. Is that okay? When you get nervous, if you really get nervous, just do the math. Do the calculating stuff. The thing is,
Okay.
get yourself tired is better than nervous. Does that make sense a little? I'm not saying getting tired is right. I'm saying if you're nervous and you can't catch up, rather than praying and then you can just do the math. You know, even do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or do that that thing with that the pi thing. Oh, I did have one good story. I think it's a good story. It depends on whether you like it. It's a pi story. It's really happening. One of my students told me just yesterday, I think. It's like he had a what's the title of that writing test is saying write and the most unforgettable event. You know what he wrote?
No.
Hi.
Wait, what?
He
Oh.
write this. He said, I never forget this. So I'm gonna tell you, teacher, like this. He write all the stuff like this. He keep writing it all the way. And then the writing teacher doesn't really know. And he goes to that math teacher. Of course, I think it's a and he goes to the math teacher, and the math teacher checked a little, saying, "Well, I guess it's right," you know, like according to the book or something. And then and he getting half the score. Does it make sense? Because he obviously get lost a little, but at least he got. But it's really something he can't forget. So on some level, he's right. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe it's a true story? I don't really know.
Maybe.
Who would do that? I think the student really, it's really doesn't really. I have to say he's really relaxed.
Oh yeah, I know the song.
The Pi song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you get nervous, sing that song.
I like
Better.
memorize the whole thing. 3.14159. This is 5 followed by 2, 6, 5, 3, 5, 8, 9, 6. Conference over time. There's 7, 9, 3, T3. OMG, can't you see?
That's really
8,
nice.
4, 6, 2, 6, 4, 3. And now we're on a spree. 38 and 32. Now we're blue. Oh, who knew? 7,950 and then a 2. 88 and 41. So much fun. Now run. 9716939 and 37. Halfway down. 058. Don't be late. 209. Where's the line? 774 is on the floor. Then 94459. 230. We gotta go. 78. We can't wait. 1640628. We're almost near the end. 62. We're getting through. 0899 on time. 8628034. There's only a few. 82, then 53, 42, 11, 70, then 67. We're done. Was that fun? Learning random digits so that you can brag to your friends.
Yeah. Well, I think you have better potential ability of math. If you learn more about philosophy of math, you will enjoy, I think.
Yes.
You can already enjoy those crazy but very beautiful high digits. Maybe I have a better way to describe it than not now. Okay, 11. Do you get what I'm saying about the previous question? Because we use the common method, right? Drawing is the common method, right? Drawing, a little drawing, right? And also the table method is also our friend, right? Make example. 1, 5, 2, 10, 3, 15. Because you draw it, right? See? 5, 5, 5, right? You can calculate that, right? And then you can make a ratio table. Does that make sense? Of course, there's conversion of that. You know 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter, right? You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And you can use it. Well, of course, you can still skip it if you like. This one is really not that easy. Okay, let's do 11. What's 11? What's your answer for 11?
11, I put A.
What's the answer for 11? A? He didn't give me an answer for this one. Oh, no, he's choosing a different one. Wait, you have to make right for 11. We can't skip 11, right?
Yeah.
So they said which, oh, you also have to remember it's not equal. Are you saying this is 8, obviously, right? Are you saying is a whole number?
No.
So why you choose A? A is 8. It's definitely a whole number.
Oh.
That not equal, right?
Yeah.
So reading problem, right? You didn't see not, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so first thing is calculating ability. Second thing is read the word carefully, right? Especially not or not, right? So which one you want to choose? You got a second chance of your life. So question 11. What's this? What's this question? Better do it again. A is clearly a whole number. How about B? Can
I
you do
think
B?
it's D.
Yes. See? Even without calculating, you can do it, right?
Wait, I got it correct?
Yes. But also,
Oh.
if it is a test, you should check a little, right?
Yeah.
You should check a little. This is where this is really a friend. We shouldn't let them down, right? You can just calculate.
What?
5
It's not my
divided
friend.
by,
I know them.
you know them. You know 5? 5 pizza?
I know 5.
5 cake? Or 5 goals in the football match, right? Which just
Ooh,
ended.
Spain won the World Cup.
You want Spain win?
Spain already
Sure.
won.
Yeah, I know. I just have a student who's late for my class. What did he said in the first line in my class?
You're glitching really bad. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, really? I mean,
Yeah, what did you say?
Is it okay now? I can switch a second. Is the signal okay now?
Yeah, I think so. What did you say again?
I said one student was late for my class, and
Uh-huh.
the reason is because he watched the Spain the game with
Oh,
Argentina. Just because well it was delayed, right? Because they didn't really get the
yeah, they delayed it.
yeah yeah, and it's oh I'm sorry, and just and then he
Did he
started.
like on purposely didn't come or like he didn't realize the time?
He's late for 2 minutes. I'm just saying.
Oh, for 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's late for 2 minutes. He said, oh, Spain just won. Did I watch it? I say I didn't watch it. I'm waiting for the news to text me. Actually, I don't really watch it, but when I text it, I read like those stories,
I
message.
think God heard my words because I was like praying for like Spain to win.
Ah, good. Bless you.
Oh no, they're glitching again.
I mean, let me just switch already to a different signal.
Was that fun? Learning random digits so that you can brag to your friends.
What's my other signal? Wait, it's
Oh,
totally
my
off
brother is
now.
like screaming outside.
Okay, it's okay. Is it okay now? I'm changing
Yeah,
the signal. Okay. Your brother is what? Screaming?
he was screaming out.
Okay, so anyway, so question 11, this pure calculating ability, we should get it, right?
Yeah.
Also, brain cells, well, some people say if you do calculating ability, you will, lose brain cell. It's not true,
Oh
right?
yeah, I remember what I wanted to ask you earlier.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you like how much IQ does an average human mind has?
Not important, the IQ thing is not IQ test was designed. The reason we design IQ is not find the difficult, the level. Because obviously the great educator know we have all kinds of abilities. Like IQ only tests a teeny direction, at least 1/4. All the other 3/4 you couldn't tell. So,
But
but
like
also
what's
it's
the
designed.
average?
I don't really know. I think it's 80 or something. Don't take the test unless
80?
you really it's necessary or you want to know. It's like I think it's 80.
I wanted
That's
to know and I got 125.
it. Wow, it's not bad. I'm just saying, unless you took already, it's
Oh,
kind of high. It's good. But I'm just
average is
saying,
80? Really?
80,
I didn't
80 to
expect myself to be
100,
like above average.
80 to 100. So I think it is because I actually got it more in a Japanese book. I didn't really. And also, let me tell you, people probably don't know this. The test was original design. You know what? It's not to test. It's to tell people the poor people can still go to school. At that time, there's only a few school, and the noble
Oh.
people saying, "Well, just it's not like we don't want to give them chances. It's because they really are not good at this. They're good at other stuff like growing agriculture or stuff like that. But then that guy who designed IQ test, I think it's from France, and he actually designed a test saying you think they are not suitable. Let me give you a test for everybody. Something noble, someone from noble family, someone from ordinary family, and they all sit together, and eventually academic level saying they are good to go.
Wait, but like
Not with prior knowledge.
now I'm so confident
Yeah.
in tomorrow's
Okay.
test.
Yeah, that's why I said unless necessary or unless you took it already or unless also it doesn't really help us with it shouldn't help us with like a pride, too much pride. Like evil pride is not good. The confidence
Yeah.
about ourselves is good. I'm just saying you don't have to go all the way, right?
But like, yay, I'm gonna wait, okay. If I get a full mark on my test tomorrow, will you be happy?
Yeah, of course. Everybody's gonna happy. Your family will be happy, and Jason and I will be bragging about this, and I'm gonna secretly take all credit. I mean, not in front of your face. And I would confess to God.
Secretly take credit is crazy.
Yeah, of course. You know, teachers do that, right?
Really?
Of course, we say it in front of your face, saying, well, because you work hard, or because your DNA is nice. But technically, at some point, we'll just brag about it, you know.
And then you're
Without-
gonna say, "Oh, look, my student
Oh,
got a full score."
yeah, I was worried about one student who doesn't really have high score. Well, it turns out he got a 4 score. What do you know? Of course, I say it more in a subtle way. Middle-aged people do that. Of course, then in the end, I say glory to God to try to recover myself.
I've improved a lot from like when I started, so I'm
Yeah.
glad.
So anyway, let's do 12. What's your answer for 12?
Oh, answer for 12, I picked Z.
C 12, C 12. Oh, he's doing wait,
Heard myself say Z.
Z? I say G.
I
Z.
wait, what did I say just now? I forgot what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear that because I was tracking with the answer sheet. I'm worried that
Oh.
my God. The distance around rectangle. Oh, this is kind of similar as the other one. The other one is, a lot of sections, right? And we use ratio table, or you can use division, but you probably don't like it. So let's draw this again, right? Do you know how maybe you should read 12? Read 12.
Oh no, I don't want to do this. Wait, I thought it was A actually.
Well, it is A. Great. Wait, you got right for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. This one is okay. This is the other one is the previous one is a little difficult. This one is a little difficult. You have to draw. It's not a normal picture that we can actually finish, right? Oh, the one. Okay, let me say one more thing about question 5. The one that you couldn't finish drawing, there's more reason you should use pattern table and eventually ratio table. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Pattern table or ratio table, or you can pick two numbers to row, right? Normally the first one is always we know, and the last one is one of the one must be question mark, right? You can just put in X and use ratio. Yeah, good with the ratio table, right? Ratio table is also a good tool, right? If you don't know, use ratio table. I think they can crack like 50% of the difficult questions in ISEE.
I could get into a good school.
Question 1.
I'm going to bring back a 9 tomorrow.
Hmm?
I'm going to bring back a 9 tomorrow.
You mean the test?
Yeah. Oh, I can only think about tomorrow's test right now. I don't know why.
This well, my suggestion is don't do anything about the like a computer or cell phone relaxation. You can do it after test because that get you excited, but not in a relaxing way. Just do something normally what parents say healthy.
I'm
Like
allowed to draw.
exercise, drawing, yeah.
I'm
Or
allowed to
like
draw.
what?
Because I'm gonna draw this night, like tonight.
Sure, drawing is nice. And also, drawing is good for creativity. It's something God that why shouldn't we copy him or isn't that
Wait, is
something
this
that?
our last class or something?
Yeah, this is our last class, right?
Oh,
I thought it's our last class, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying you should enjoy the math. Remember, ISEE. Well, regardless, you feel that your math, what reasoning is better, right? That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
That's a lot of people don't really know that math is good for reasoning. And it's one of the foundations of human, right? And
Yeah.
logical deducing. So you feel that, that's great. So you just keep going that and keep piling that up, and you see more beauty in math. I mean,
But
what's
then like
behind the
my
math?
old math skills were trash. Now
Why?
I'm different. Mwahaha. Because I used to like not feel like doing tutor, and then like I used to be like a bad student and stuff.
Why?
I don't know. Because like before, my mom doesn't like usually watch me do homework, but like she's different now. And like,
Oh,
yeah,
she feel like you do better, so she like to watch you do it? Is that so?
yeah. No, like it's actually like yeah, I just feel better about math these days.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm sure that's a good thing.
Yeah. That's why I
Now
was observing.
I feel like I can become a top student in my class.
And also you get to top students is not that important. It's important a little, but it's not the most. The most important thing is what you see behind the math. It's really. I think I have a few times that I saw what it is. Of course, I question myself constantly about why I study math. But yeah, the philosophy of math is also great, and what's behind it is even better.
I used to not care about math as much because like my grade was average and stuff. So like,
Uh, okay,
but now it
sure.
dropped a lot in fifth grade. So I started actually trying math. I got a lot.
Mm, okay.
But yeah,
Wait, what's your question? What's the answer for this one?
for that one, I picked C.
Yes, good. You did all the way, right?
Yes.
This is also using I think a ratio table. This is one big distance minus a small distance is that 1,000 feet, right? So one
Yep.
guy get further and one guy get, less distance. Okay, good. Very nice. And next one.
Next one. Is that another one? Oh yeah, I picked B.
Let's see. Yeah, wait. I think it should be D.
Yeah.
I think it should be D.
Yeah.
But you're choosing B, right?
No?
Wait, you're choosing D?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then wow, this one is not that easy. And this too?
Oh, let me see that one. Picked A. Probably got it wrong.
Yeah. Great. You did a good thing. Three. The last question. Last question? Is three?
3, I picked A.
I think it's not A. Yeah.
Oh
So you
man.
could also say B.
When's class over?
Now,
Oh.
so since it's our last class, so I'm just saying you'll be enjoying math more. You're on the track, so you are now the first one who is preparing SAT or no SSAT and ISE the same level as yours. They start to feel that after the training of so much horrible time of the math training for this kind of test, and you got to prove yourself a little.
Yeah, I can't wait now.
Math in this 300 years have a little, you know, something in technology. Wait, question three, although it's wrong, you want to know why?
No, I don't want to do question 3 at
Okay.
all.
Okay, sure. So you don't want to know. Let me just say, if you don't know, just draw the coin. Doesn't it? Draw the coin, calculate it. as if you're in a supermarket and you have to know what's your money and what you give, right? Does that make sense? Pretend you have all the coins, right? And do the calculating in the slowest way. Does that make sense? Then you can do it.
Yeah.
The coin problem, it's just you go to the store, you math can manage, right? I guarantee that it can manage, what money, all the collection of my coin is, and what I should give you, right?
Yeah.
The owner of the supermarket, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So 3, if you have time, is the problem you can try. But let me just try all the coins, right? Add it, right? Add it, right? It's okay.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, let's go. Relax. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hope you enjoyed that more.